Hello, PitchGround. Welcome back to another edition of Inclick's webinar today. We're going to be talking about how you can use Inclick to maximize your ROI. And then joining me today is the founder of Inclick, Siddharth. Siddharth, welcome back to our call. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Richard. I'm doing great. How about you?
Amazing. Never had a bad day. We're here. We're very excited to count down to the final days before your launch on PitchGround. So today we're going to be going over various features of Inclick, case studies, and how best to use Inclick to maximize your ROI when you're running marketing campaigns. So before we
Right,
dive into those things today, let's just review what Inclick is for our new audience that's joining us today.
right, Richard. Inclick is a 360-degree social media analytics tool. It helps you track your own brands, your competitors. It lets you see what kind of conversations are happening across your campaigns for your keywords and for your competitors' keywords. Inclick also lets you discover new influencers with its latest influencer discovery tool. And you can also get analytics for those influencers within one click.
Excellent. And I guess help help our audience understand why it's important to have insights or have a tool like Inclick in their arsenal as they go out there and market their brand and get more exposure around the world.
So one of the major advantages of using social media as a marketing channel is the quick analytics and insights you can get for your marketing campaigns. In the first webinar that we had, we discussed how social media has taken over traditional means of marketing like TV and newspaper, radio, where it is so difficult to track your ROI. With social media, it is so easy. You can see what is happening for your campaigns in every hour, every minute. You know how many people are how they are reacting to your campaigns. So with Inclick, the advantage is that you can get analytics for all different kind of social media campaigns. Whether you need to see how your brands are performing across different social medias like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, or how your different campaigns are performing, how people are reacting to your campaigns, and even how influencers are reacting to it. In case you're going out to create a new influencer marketing campaign, you're going to plan to work with a few influencers, you can see how those influencers, what kind of engagement do they already have, and what kind of results you should expect when you work with them.
That's amazing. You definitely want to make sure you're able to vet your influencers, and with Inclick, you can definitely leverage off the insights that you can have
Right,
from your influencers from the third person perspective, right?
right, right,
Versus having just to, I guess, rely on their word or their trust. You can actually look at what their audience is doing at all
exactly,
points of the timeline. So that's very
exactly,
important. So
right.
why don't we dive into some of the basics of Inclick? What concept you apply to help
Yes,
people get to that conclusion?
sure, sure. So, Richard, what we've done is, because it's a very vast tool, there are so many data points, so many metrics, so many screens that you have to work with. For easier understanding of our end users, what we've done is we've divided the dashboard into three different modules. So, one is track, where you can see how your own brands and your competitors are performing across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. These are your own posts, your organic reach, engagement, those kind of stuff. The second part on the Inclick dashboard is the listen part. On listen, what you do is you first create a campaign with up to 5 keywords or hashtags. Inclick starts tracking all those keywords and hashtags in the background just to see what kind of conversations are happening. Then you can view those conversations also, get insights for those campaigns also. The third part of the tool is the influencer discovery and analytics tool. So these are three different modules. So as soon as you log into the product, you get these three options, which help you discover the tool further.
Awesome. So can you give us a timeline of when you first started the company and how long it took you to get to where we are today to get the product in this MVP?
Right. So we started somewhere around mid of 2017. We built Inclick and it took us somewhere around 6 months to get the first prototype ready. So in 2018, we started working with a few customers. These were all agencies, big agencies. Then, with the help of those agencies, we started refining our product. Initially, it was just the track part. There was no discovery, no influencer discovery, and no listen part. It was just the track part. So we were building a tool where people could just see how their brands are performing, compare it with competitors, and download those reports. So those were the requirements that our agency customers were having, and Inclick was really good at that. Then, as we started working with them more, we started engaging with our customers more. We realized that they require more kind of data sets for which they are using different tools, and it's always very difficult to use a tool to onboard different new tools. So then we thought that Inclick as a platform could be much more valuable to all our users if we could combine all these three segments: the influencer, the listen, and the track part. So Inclick platform came into existence in 2019 December. That's last year, the end of last year, when we launched the entire platform, and we got a few more customers to try it out. They loved the new UI also, the new data points also. And now we're like really ready to get everyone on board and to use the platform. So it took us somewhere around 2 years now to develop, to reach the stage where we are.
Excellent. So we're very excited about where you started from, where you are now, and actually where you're going to be going. So why don't we discuss some current features that's going to be in the pipeline in the coming months, and where do you see yourself going as a company?
Mm-hmm. So as a company, our vision is to become the wallpaper of social media marketers, and that's the line that I always use. So the idea is that if you're a social media marketer, if you're working on the marketing side of a brand or your own agency, Inclick will be the first thing that you look at when you log into your system, when you reach your office, and when you start working, because it gives you insights for all your campaigns and brands at one place. Uh, the some of the new features that we're coming up with are very AI intensive. So, for example, we're working on a visual intelligence thing. So I'll tell you what visual intelligence is. So visual intelligence gives you a quick intro of how your competitors are performing across their images. So for example, if your competitor is using more of red images or more of purple images, and if their purple images are receiving more engagement there than their red images. So this is all based on AI. We'll detect every image. And since we have a huge data set of all these images also, I will be using this in more use cases on how you can create better content. Secondly, one interesting feature that we're coming up with is outliers detection. So for example, let's say your competitor just tweeted something that got really viral. It started getting a lot of engagement, a lot of traction. Now you really need to know if some of their posts is performing, is more engaging than other posts. So that's outliers detection. We'll tell you how or what kind of content, which content is performing better than other content. And we'll notify it to you via email notification purely based on machine learning. So these are some of the features that we're really working on.
Sounds exciting. So how easy is it actually to set up a campaign or uh, create a brand within Inclick? How does that work? And what's like the terminology within your product?
So, okay, so a brand is a combination of 4 different social media profiles. So what we do is you add a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube channel. We club it together and call it a brand. So to add a brand, so we already have a pool of thousands of brands already in the database. So if a brand is there, you can just search it by their name or the category, and we start giving you suggestions of all the brands that we already have. If your brand is there, you can just click on use brand. If your brand or competitor is not there, what you can do is you can add a new brand. Adding a new brand is just a matter of 4 clicks. You just go to the add new brand wizard, you add its Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube profile, and click on finish. We add it to the database and start tracking data for the brand right away. And similarly, it's as easy to create a campaign also. You just go, give your campaign a name, for example, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, whatever campaign you're working with, add up to 5 hashtags or keywords that you want to track. Select where you want to listen to those conversations and click on submit. Once you're done, we start collecting all conversations in real time and start giving you data in every 6 hour, 12 hours basis the volume that we're tracking.
So I have a question about brands. Some brands sometimes have multiple Facebook accounts or like a Facebook business page and then a Facebook group. Can you add multiple accounts to the brand?
So what happens is, like, let's say you have a page, you have two different pages. So you can add them as two different brands. You will not be able to add one brand and have multiple pages associated with it. One brand is one Facebook profile, one Twitter, one Instagram, and one YouTube. You club all these together and create one brand. If you have multiple brands, what you can do is you'll add all those profiles and they'll be saved as different brands, but all your own brands will already have a tick symbol along with them. So that's how you will know that this is a brand that I own.
Gotcha.
And
And
we also have a grouping feature, so you can group all those together. So these brands are my own brands, these are my competitor brands. Similarly, you can group those brands.
okay, cool. So if I use Inclick for researching my competitors, for example, how efficient is that?
So uh, what we're doing is, every brand that is being added to the database, we're making it publicly available also in a brand lookup page. So let's say you're working with a brand in the automotive sector, or you have to go out for a pitch in the automotive sector. So you just go to the brand lookup page and start typing down AUTO, auto. All brands in the automotive categories will be listed on that page. The brands that you want to work with, the brands that you like, all you have to do is click on use brand. They will be directly added to your dashboard. Data for those brands will already be there for months or years. So it becomes very easy for you to track how to get data for a competitor. And let's say you're going out for a pitch, you have a pitch coming up with, let's say, only 3 days. You have 3 days to do all the research part. Just go to brand lookup, start typing down, tuck, 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 tuck. You get the brand, click on use brand. It's there on the dashboard. You compare, you dig into their engagement levels, you dig into their followers growth level. You have all those insights right there in front of you.
Awesome. And are there any particular features from Inclick that you would recommend for doing marketing research?
Yeah, so our month-on-month growth is a very important feature, because when going out for research, you really need to see how the entire industry is going. There's another one important feature that I forgot to mention when you asked me the upcoming features, that is share of voice. So what happens in share of voice is, when you group all your brands together and click on share of voice, we give you the exact number of posts that your brand has done compared to your competitors, and the engagement that your brand has got compared to your competitors. This gives you a very quick idea on how your brand is performing versus other brands. Using all this data, you can create a better strategy or improve your current strategy. So this is one very important metric that's coming up, especially for the research part.
Okay. So I guess in order to start this process, what information will a Inclick user need to provide before they can start running campaigns or starting brand or competitive research?
So what you really need to do is, you just need to sign up for the platform. As a one-time exercise, our users will have to connect their Facebook and Twitter account. This helps them add new brands to the Inclick dashboard. Once you're connected, once you've connected your Facebook and Twitter account, all your Facebook pages will also be listed on the Inclick brand adding wizard. So these are the two essential things that you require. Apart from that, you don't need anything extra. Whenever you need to add a brand, you just go to the website, add their official channels from the website, and you're done. Your brand will be there.
Okay. We actually have a question coming in. So the question is, what are competitors that are similar to your software, and what makes you different from them?
That's a very interesting question. So, as I told, Inclick can be divided in three different parts: the track part, the listen part, and the trend part. So, Inclick doesn't really have a lot of competitors on the macro level because we're a 360-degree tool. However, there are various other tools who work in one specific category of analytics. So, for example, let's say you want to find out analytics for a brand. When you do that with Inclick, there are multiple tools who will offer you data for your own brands and your competitors. These are tools like Unmetric, Social Bakers, Social Insider. These tools will offer you data for your own brands plus competitors. So Inclick's analytics part gives you all that data. Then we have a listen part. So you have tools like Meltwater, Talkwalker, Brand24. Tools like this will offer you only data for your listening part and your monitoring part. Inclick, Inclick, so those will be competitors for the listen part of the Inclick tool. And then there are tools like Claire, and other Upfluence, tools like these, which offer you influencer discovery solutions and influencer analytics solution. So that's another part of Inclick. Now, Inclick has all these three parts in one dashboard. While you will be going out, when you'll be actually using other tools, you'll have to subscribe to three different tools to get this data. Inclick will offer you all that in one dashboard.
Excellent. I definitely don't want to be subscribing to three different things if I can get it done in one place. So,
of course,
definitely, if you are a social media marketer and you already have different platforms that you're using to gather your data, I highly encourage you to take a look at Inclick because you're not going to be paying a monthly subscription. It's a lifetime deal. And we're not going to talk about the details today. We'll be talking about that tomorrow. But if you're interested, make sure you guys are signing up for our webinar tomorrow. Make sure that you're here for our launch at 9:30 a.m. Eastern.
And tomorrow, I think we'll be going through the platform also. I'll be walking you through. People who are really interested, they can start signing up tomorrow also just to start their trial. Now, one very interesting thing, Richard, that we've done is, like you were saying, that nobody would like to subscribe to three different tools. So right now, in the LTD, I mean, we're going to go in the details of the deal tomorrow, but our LTD deal will be a package of all these three services. Now, one thing that Inclick offers you more, that one advantage that we have over other tools is the dynamic pricing thing, which is not applicable to LTD customers because they already have a limited, they have some usage quota from all these three services. But from an agency point of view, some months you might have more campaigns, some month you might be having less campaigns, some month you might be having more pitches, one month you might be having less pitches. So Inclick comes with a dynamic pricing that is within the dashboard. You can increase and decrease the usage volume that you require on the go. You just attach your card. Then whenever you require more brands, more campaigns, you increase it, save it. When you require less number of brands, you just decrease it and save it. So that's one very important advantage that we have over other tools.
Awesome. So if people have questions, how can they reach out for your support? Do you have like a chat bot? Do you have a knowledge base? What do you have for our users?
So initially we're going out with a knowledge base that we'll be launching tomorrow along with the tool. That's an in-depth knowledge base that we're launching. Going forward, we also have a chatbot in pipeline that will be available there on the website, the tool itself, and our Facebook page. One additional thing that we've done is, because it's a very vast tool and there are so many features, you might get lost in the tool. What we've done is there's a small search bar within the tool where you click and you start writing how to, we'll start throwing you suggestions like how to add a brand, how to remove a brand, how to create a campaign. As soon as you click one of those options, the tool will guide you through it. It will take you to the related article from where you can follow the exact steps and start deriving your data.
Cool. So we have a question coming in regarding the interface. How easy it is to navigate the Inclick dashboard?
So we've tried our best to make it very clean and very simple. When you log into the dashboard, you will get three main options: track, listen, and trend. Whatever you want to do, it will be there in those three options. When you click on track, you will have all your brands coming up and everything. We've tried to reduce the number of clicks that you will have to make to create a report, to download a report, to get data for your brands. So we've tried to make it really easy. Now, uh, one interesting thing that we've done is we've introduced some new tips and tricks, secret hidden tricks for some advanced users. For example, short codes. So let's say you are somewhere in the tool, 3, 4 pages deep, and now you want to code directly up. All you have to do is Control B, which will take you directly to the brands page. If you click on Control M, you will directly take to the it will directly take you to the managed brands page. All those shortcodes are written on the tool also, but it saves you a lot of time when you're actually exploring the tool and in production use, when you really want data quickly, when you have a boss sitting on your head who's like, give me my data, give me my data, I need that report. So everything is just a matter of few clicks.
Excellent. So it sounds like you already have that user in mind so that you can do efficient marketing instead of sitting there trying to compile multiple reports, try to pull the data together in one place. You already thought of all these potential problems and resolved it.
Exactly. I've worked with the agencies very closely, so I know the challenges that marketers face on a day-to-day basis, and we've tried to eliminate all those challenges with it. Like, it will help you save a lot of time.
Okay. So we have a question about your product roadmap. Uh, is it going to be an internal roadmap where people just email you with suggestions? Is it going to be like a public Trello? Uh, how does that look?
So there's going to be a public roadmap for sure, and we'll be launching it tomorrow along with the product. We'll be giving a timeline for three main features, our upcoming features also, which is share of volume, the visual intelligence feature, and the third feature, which is
Influence.
outliers detection,
Yeah.
the feature that I mentioned. So these three features will give you a timeline for these features also, and there are going to be multiple features, all bugs, all everything will be there on the same roadmap. Secondly, we are also planning to have a suggestion and feedback uh, form on the dashboard also. So in case any user has a suggestion, a feedback, or is facing any kind of problem on the tool, he can connect with us directly from the tool. He doesn't have to switch to a new website or just search for a forum, nothing like that. Just go to on the same menu on the tool. We'll be walking you through the tool tomorrow. If there's anything, you can just go to that option, write down your query, and click on submit. Somebody from the team will reach out to you as soon as possible.
Excellent. And we have a question from Rohit. Rohit wants to know, can we access this software from anywhere? Are there any like geographic locations that would have issues accessing your product? Like China, for example, I've heard that if you build your infrastructure off Google Cloud, China might blacklist your product just because it's hosted on Google Cloud. So I believe that's a very good question.
So first of all, not a lot of social media channels that we work in China. For example, we work with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. And China is also not one of our target audiences at the moment, because the tool is not multilingual at the moment. We are focusing on English only customers at the moment. So I don't think you can. Uh, I mean, the tool can be accessed from anywhere where our cloud provider has no limitations. And like for example, If our cloud provider is banned in China, I'm not sure. I'll have to check this one. This is a very unique question, and we've never got this question, to be honest. So I'll have to check this one. But I don't think you'll face any trouble accessing it from anywhere on the globe. As long as you're an English speaking customer, you'll be good to go with the tool.
Okay, perfect. I hope that answered your question, Rohit. Let's see if we have other questions coming in. I'm refresh a couple of these pages. We're currently live on our Facebook group, our Facebook page, and we will be on YouTube. So let's see. He asks if this is cloud-based software. Yes, this is cloud-based software. I can answer that for you. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, let's continue. So let's talk more about social media marketing. I believe that this is something that most people overlook in their business. And I think it's very important for us to go into not only just the basics, but the potential return on that investment as well. So can we start with the basics?
Yes, of course. I mean, so social media isn't overlooked anymore now. Matlab, for most of the customers now, social media is one of their first marketing channels, especially online businesses. There are so many big companies also setting up startups who've raised millions in funding. For them, social media is always their first preference. And it's solely because the cost and investment is low. You you yeah, you when you if you want to start a campaign, you can start on with any budget on social media. On other marketing channels, there's always a limitation, always a minimum limit that you really need to go above this limit, which is mostly high for most of the businesses, at least for smaller companies and startups. Social media has no such limitation. Secondly, tracking ROI is very easy with social media. And also, when we talk about social media, if you actually go to other methods of marketing, it will take you a long time to start getting that ROI also. If you go on TVs, if you go on radio, you'll have to spend so much time building your own audience, reaching the right customers. Plus, it is so generalized. You don't know, I mean, how many campaigns you'll have to create to actually reach out to your right customers. On social media with interest-based targeting, it's so easy. If I have to target university students, it's so easy for me. If I have to target people within a certain age group, certain interest groups, it is so easy with social media. Plus the results, you start seeing the results instantly.
Awesome. So especially if you're a brand and you're not really too sure who your target audience is, Inclick will definitely help you find those details, correct?
Yes, not. I mean, there are certain data points that we can definitely help you with. So, for example, when you track a new campaign, new keywords, we'll tell you what locations people are tweeting from, what are their sentiments, what are the kind of conversations that are happening. Now, if you're a new brand, you're setting up these kind of campaigns and you have no idea on how to go about it. What you can do is you can create a campaign for your competitor or your industry leader. So because since you're a new brand and you don't have any kind of marketing going on, then there's a fair chance that there might be no conversations happening for you. So if you create it for a competitor or an industry leader who's already very active on social media, you start gathering a lot of data. Using that data, you can join the dots and kind of create your first initial strategy. Like, these are the people I need to reach out to, these are the cities that I need to reach out to, this is what people are talking about, maybe I can create a campaign related to these particular things. We also give you a word cloud, by the way. So using the word cloud, you can see what are some of the most interesting things, what are some of the most essential pieces, essential points where people are talking about. So using all those data, you can improve and create a new strategy also.
Awesome, awesome. Let's see. I'm just refreshing our social media channels, making sure that we have all the questions up to date. We have about 216 people watching us today. So I think we have a lot of excited people about our launch tomorrow. So
Sure,
again,
sure.
for you guys joining us today, we're going to be launching at 9:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, where we're going to have Sadat show us how to create an account from scratch, start putting together brands. A brand is essentially a grouping of all the social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, uh, and allow you to get insights from that brand. And as we discussed earlier in this webinar, you don't have to do it for yourself first. You can start off by creating a brand for your competitors, start doing some market research on what they're doing, what's trending for them. And this is powerful. Think about it. You can now leverage off the data points of companies that are spending money on advertising, spending money on their social media presence, and you can learn from what they're doing so that you can apply it to your business. And for me, I believe that's completely price. Like you can't put a price on that. That's so valuable to the success of your business because now you can not only learn from your competitors, but you can become better than what they're doing.
Exactly. That's right, Richard. Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them now. I mean, I'll be more than happy to answer those questions.
The number one question I always get from people is, show us the product, show us the lifetime deal. So we're gonna have to wait. Please be patient, guys. We need to wait till tomorrow. So you have less than 24 hours now to get your copy of Inclick. So again, we're not gonna go into details today about the lifetime deal. I see questions about that. Don't worry, we're gonna have an amazing deal for you guys. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna change the face of your marketing business. I already have friends that I referred the product to. I sent them the Inclick's website, and they said, "So how do I sign up for this?" So if you guys are one of those people, join us tomorrow so that when you buy your code, you can actually sign up and we'll walk you through it step by step because we're going to go through it too. We're going to create a brand new account, walk through it step by step, how to add brands, how to add your social media links, how to start running campaigns, how to run reports, and how to use these reports to either get more sales, get more business for yourself, or get more business for your client, right? So it's all of the above. If you guys are looking for a social media marketing tool, this is the one that you guys have to take a look at. Take a serious look at it. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. Again, we're here to service you. We're here to help you. We're here to help you learn how to use this tool, right? So if you are not really tech savvy or you haven't used a social media marketing tool before for insights, for analytics, don't worry. We're here to help you. If you have questions, as you guys can see, our platform is designed on helping you get the results for your business. And that's the reason why we're so confident every time we launch a product on PitchGround, because we know that our vendors like Sadan is here to help you get results because we're looking for happy customers at the end of the day. We're here to help you get results so that you become our raving fan. You help us promote the product, and we're here for your success. So if you guys have questions, make sure you leave a comment in the questions in the comment section below. If you don't have questions and you just want to be on board, just say hi, leave an emoji if you guys are watching this on the replay, because we want to see that, right? Like it makes us excited to bring new products to the market for you guys. So if there are no more questions, I'm gonna do one more round of questions and then we can prep for tomorrow's launch and join you guys again. So let's see, any more questions?
Guys, as a founder also, it makes me really excited when you guys ask questions. It helps us build the product further. So if you have anything, any doubt, the viewers who are watching us, just drop in a question. I'd love to answer all those questions. And like Richard, you were just saying on how if you're not a tech savvy person, still Inclick will be able to help you out a lot. So I just want to share one small incident that happened with us when we were going out to pitch to a new client. So this was a new agency. These were like 4 guys who were starting an agency in India. So we approached them and we told them like, this is the platform that we built and this is going to really help you out since we're in the starting phase of your agency. So they took the product, they started going through it, detail one by one, all those three modules, brand by brand. They did a lot of research on the tool. And after that, they came to me and they told me, man, this is my entire data science department for my agency. We are like four guys, and now we can say that we have an entire data team working for your brand because there's everything that we might require in your tool. So moments like these make us really happy. And guys, I'd love to answer your questions and receive these kind of feedback from you also.
Wow, that's awesome. So I'm excited to hear more testimonials like that, especially from users in our community.
Right.
All right, so that ends our webinar for today. We're about 3 minutes early, but it's okay. We're gonna save that for tomorrow because I know we have a lot of people asking a lot of questions. I know personally I'm gonna be very curious because I've used a lot of different softwares before in this realm, but like you said, it's usually 2, 3, 4 different products. It's not a in-house solution where it's just one product that does all the work. So I'm very excited to see what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. So
Right.
thank you for joining us today. We're very excited to have you come back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern so that you can demo us the product from start to finish and
Right.
answer people's questions.
Sure, Richard, sure.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye bye.